Hello, YouTube brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel. Today we are visiting Nubian village near Aswan, Egypt. But before that, kindly subscribe my channel. From the 3rd century BC to 3rd century AD, northern Nubia would be invaded and annexed to Egypt, ruled by the Greeks and Romans. Kush's collapse in the 4th century AD was preceded by an invasion from the Ethiopian kingdom of Aksum and the rise of 3 Christian kingdoms, Nobatia, Makuria, and Alodia. Makuria and Alodia lasted for roughly a millennium. Their eventual decline started not only the partition of Nubia, which was split into the northern half conquered by the Ottomans and the southern half by the Sennar Sultanate, in the 16th century, but also a rapid Islamization and partial Arabization of the Nubian people. Nubia was reunited with the Khedivate of Egypt in the 19th century. Today, the region of Nubia is split between Egypt and Sudan. The Nubian people first came to Egypt in search of better farming and took up residence near the Nile River in the southern part of the country. The Nubian people built their homes out of mud and painted them in bright hues with lots of color and striking patterns, a tradition that is still kept alive today. During your visit to a Nubian village, it's impossible not to notice the crocodiles all around the area. As a totem of blessings, crocodiles play a critical role in Nubian culture and were once used to guard the homes of Nubian natives. Many of the locals have domesticated crocodiles they keep as pets today, allowing tourists to come and see for themselves. If you see a mummified crocodile hanging over a home's door, this means that the owner has pet crocodiles you can view. Don't worry, it's totally safe. Today, Nubia is spread across 4 regions between Egypt and Sudan. The first and most famous Nubian region is the one that sits on the Nile, which is the one my family explored during our trip to Egypt. Over the generations, the Nubian people have kept their culture alive by passing down traditional customs and their sacred language, Nuba, which is still spoken today among the Nubian communities. In modern day, Egypt's Nubia region is ruled by the Egyptian government. The Nubian people are predominantly Muslim, like the rest of the country. While the Nubian people have adapted to their surroundings in some ways, their unique culture is so well preserved that stepping into a Nubian village feels like stepping back into a precious moment in time. There are basically 4 cultural villages and community. They are 1. Gharb Suhayl. This is one of the largest Nubian villages in Aswan, located on the west bank of the Nile. It is known for its vibrant culture, colorful houses, and traditional handicrafts. 2. Kodi. This Nubian village is located on Elephantine Island in the Nile River. It is known for its ancient ruins, including the Temple of Khnum, which dates back to the New Kingdom period. 3. Su and Kodi. These twin Nubian villages are located on the west bank of the Nile, just south of Aswan. They are known for their traditional Nubian architecture, colorful houses, and hospitality. 4. Abu Simbel. This Nubian village is located about 280 kilometers south of Aswan, near the border with Sudan. It is famous for its ancient temples, including the Great Temple of Ramses II. Many of the Nubian people today are farmers and herders. Tourism is also an integral part of the local economy. When you visit a Nubian village, you're helping to put money back into the local community. Here are some of the best things to do in a Nubian village during your visit. The most popular reason why so many tourists choose to visit the Nubian villages is to feast their eyes on the mesmerizing architecture. Painted in a broad spectrum of bright yellows, oranges, pinks, greens, and blues, the Nubian homes scattered throughout the villages are absolutely exquisite. During your visit, be sure to snap a few photos with the vibrant architecture as you peruse the area. A stroll through a local market in the Nubian village guarantees to be filled with color and excitement. Indulge in the delicious local eats or shop for trinkets and clothing to bring home as a treasured reminder of your time in Nubia. It would be nearly impossible to visit a Nubian village without making a few friends along the way. The local people are incredibly friendly and hospitable to the tourists, so don't be afraid to say hello and take them up on a house tour if they offer. If you're fortunate enough to be invited to a community dinner, you're in for a truly special evening of singing, dancing, and some of the best food you'll ever enjoy. You will learn so much about this beautiful culture and the amazing people that have kept it alive for thousands of years. If you're planning a trip to Egypt, trust me when I say that you won't want to miss out on a visit to a Nubian village. I hope that this guide to the Nubian villages of Aswan has given you some travel inspiration for your next great adventure. Be sure to subscribe my channel. See you in Luxor. Thank you.